On everybody, I'm Richie. Joining me as always is Chantz and Elgin, and welcome to our Week 15 picks. Already at Week 15. I remember Week 1 like it was yesterday, back when Tua was actually looking
Wasn't
good.
even here.
You weren't even here.
We weren't even
Just
eliminated.
put my name there.
We're going to get your name on the graphic, don't worry. So our first game that we're going to cover today, we're going to do the Vikings and the Bengals. The Vikings beat the Raiders last week. Oh, that would be such a cool headline if they won by more than 3 points. The score was 3-0. That was one of the craziest games I've watched. Meanwhile, they're playing the Bengals. Jake Browning is having
crazy
2-game stretch. He might be the next Brady.
Is he like better in Burrow? Is this the secret?
Maybe
they purposely got him injured.
Maybe they're looking better with him under the helm. So they are taking on the Vikings. I think this one should be a relatively easy win for Cincinnati. They have that playoff push still in their mindset, and I think they maybe could do it. I mean, it's a tough path for them, but I'm going to go ahead and take Cincinnati by 10 points.
I agree. I'm gonna take. See, I can't let Cincinnati win, and I have to have them lose, so I'll let the Vikings win by like 3 points.
I'm taking the Bengals as well because, you know, anything to get the Bills out of playoff contention is great. And the Vikings, you know, they looked really bad even though they won. They looked actually terrible. Justin Jefferson died on the field that day because, you know, Joshua Dobbs likes throwing hospital passes. But I'm going to take the Bengals here. And yeah, I'm hoping it screws your team in the playoffs and your team in the playoffs.
The Bengals are not a threat to us.
No,
yeah,
I
we'll
don't
get
know
to the
about
Dolphins
that.
later. Up next, we have the Steelers and the Colts. The Pittsburgh Steelers look miserable, and their quarterback is Mitchell Trubisky. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Who are they?
Yeah, exactly. Who are they? The team that lost to the New England Patriots on primetime when they're trying to make a playoff push. This is when Mitchell Trubisky got booed off of the field. Look at that. The Steelers fans, they're sick and tired of him already.
He used to be a Buffalo Bill.
He was a Buffalo Bill for that one random season. They're taking on the Colts, who are led out by Gardner Minshew, who have looked all right a little bit. I don't know. It's a give and take. 2 backup quarterbacks. It's not going to be too great. I'm taking the Colts by 7.
I mean, either way for me, either one of these teams that lose help the Bills. So I'm just gonna hope. Yeah, I'm gonna hope the Colts lose because they look better, even though they're so backup quarterbacks.
I'm taking the Colts as well because, you know, how do you lose to Bailey Zapp? This Patriots team has 3 wins. We're terrible. We're garbage.
Good, I'm happy.
Garbage.
You won a game.
Yeah, I'm glad we beat you. I guess we're going to beat you again. And then I'm taking the Colts in this game because the Steelers are terrible and they lost to a terrible team. Okay.
Not the Steelers. All right, up next we have the Broncos and the Lions. The Broncos have turned their season completely around in a way that nobody expected. After losing a game 70-20, you would think that would break a team season. No, this is the kind of plays that they're putting out week in and week out. Russell Wilson, this was a beautiful pass, but even better was the catch right here by Cortland Sutton. That was amazing. They took out a Chargers team that, you know, is still kind of there, still kind of clinging on to life. They're firing Brandon Staley in the offseason. They have to. But the Lions, they look rough right now. They just lost to the Bears. Before that, they lost to the Packers a few weeks ago. Exactly. You lose to the Bears, you know, it doesn't make sense. The Lions are kind of looking like pretenders right now. They might be the Dolphins of the NFC.
I have no words for this. I mean, Broncos, honestly, even though they beat us in their playoff potential on this, I really like what they're doing. They have shown heart, and they've made a comeback that, like, we haven't seen in a while. It's the last time you've seen someone score so many points and still make a comeback to the playoffs.
Never.
Like, they want to get you guys again. They're waiting for that playoff.
I don't think they want that.
But besides that, the Lions, you know, they don't look good, but every team has a downfall before the playoffs. And it doesn't matter where in the season, they always have a downfall. Lions look good this entire season. Now it's their downfall.
I agree.
Can they get it back? I don't know, but I'm going to have the Lions win this one just by 3 points.
I think this game is going to be a barn burner alert. Barn burner. I'm going to take the Lions in this, even though I wouldn't be shocked if the Broncos win, though. I think, why does it when I make the take, the sound effects happen? I have great knowledge. I believe the Lions will get a pretty decent dub. I think they'll bounce back from that loss in Chicago. So I'm taking the Lions. Go Lions.
This Lions team kind of reminds me of last year's Dolphins team. They looked really good on top of the power rankings. Everyone's thinking, you know, they have an MVP candidate at quarterback, an MVP caliber team, great coach. And then when it comes time, that final stretch of the year, they start declining and losing to teams that they should beat.
Hey, what's happening this year with the Dolphins?
Hey, the Dolphins, that was a little hiccup. They'll be back. Up next is the Bucks. What are you laughing at? Your team is eliminated for playoff contention. They're done. They're 3 wins. Up next is the Bucks and the Packers. The Packers, you know, they got upset by Tommy DeVito. That was interesting. I'm really surprised they lost.
I'm not gonna lie.
I was shocked as well, but
after they beat the Chiefs like that, I was like,
yeah. I thought the Packers were going to come out guns a-blazing. Instead, they got upset on the road on Monday night, and they're taking on the Buccaneers. They're taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are coming off a win and are trying to clinch this division now. I think if they're fighting with that mindset, that mentality, this is a matchup for an NFC playoff spot. I'm going to go ahead and take the Buccaneers. Really close game, and I would not be surprised if the Packers won.
Jordan Love.
Is mid. That's what you get.
As usual, the Bills fumbling the bat. He's a Bills fan, so he's glad.
Another
he's pretty good at fumbling
Josh
stuff.
Allen and the Bills.
I'm taking the Bucks as well because I think the Packers. You know, I think they're going to start cooling off now. And I think the Bucks. I think the Bucks are in win now mode, which means they're going to make they're going to make a push to really clinch this division. By the way, if they don't get the division, they have the 7th overall pick.
That's true.
They really don't have nothing to lose. What a playoff spot and potentially the 7th overall pick.
Yeah, I mean they're in a golden position for either way.
I'm going to take the Bucks. Actually, I think the Bucks are. I think this game won't be close. I think the Bucks can. I think the Bucks steamroll the Packers. Final score 24-13.
I can't wait for this next game.
Up next, the Miami Dolphins are at home against the New York Jets. The Dolphins lost on Monday night. That would be last night. They lost to the Tennessee Titans, who are 4-9. But look at this. This is a nice little highlight to look at. The last time the Dolphins played the Jets, Javon Holland had a 99-yard pick six. He didn't play last night. And listen, I'm not that guy to pull out the injury card. But, I mean, our guys were dropping like flies at the beginning of the first quarter. But we still should have won that game. Mike McDaniel's coaching is, I like McDaniel. I give that guy a lot of praise. He's turned our team around, and he made us, you know, kind of on the edge to a playoff team. But his decision-making in the fourth quarter doesn't make sense. It's 3rd down and 3, and we're losing, and we don't have any timeouts, and we throw a screen pass behind the line of scrimmage that's only going to get a yard and knock it out of bounds and give Tua no time to game plan on a 4th down. I feel like I'm going Elgin right now because I'm really mad at how this team performed.
I've never heard you so sad before.
Because it doesn't make sense. You're supposed to beat the Titans. You're supposed to be 10-3. You're supposed to sit on top of the AFC because now Buffalo's going to come back. They're probably going to take the division, host a playoff game, and beat us just like last year. And then we're going to sit here with our thumbs up our butt looking like, you know, exactly.
So at one point, I thought the Dolphins were nasty. Once I see them, I'm not even saying this because I'm a Bills fan, but once I see you guys lose against the Bills, it was like you had everything, but it was like you still had that rookie experienced coach where he's good. He knows how to call plays, and he knows how to call plays versus teams, but he doesn't know how to finish games. And that's the biggest thing I've seen with the Titans. He had it, he let the lead blow, and then he couldn't finish it. And that's where I think the biggest mistake comes. I mean, I honestly, like, I'm going to say the Jets just because I hope the Jets, but realistically it's going to be the Dolphins. But I have Jets by 10.
The Dolphins are frauds. They're terrible. They're awful. Really? 13-27? Are you kidding me? And you lose that game to Mayonnaise Man? Mayonnaise Man. He eats banana pills. Goodness. Holy crap. This Dolphins team is fraudulent. But stop it. I'm talking here.
Deep breath.
Dad is talking, okay?
Whoa.
Dolphins are going to lose this game by 30 points. The Dolphins suck. Suck.
You just spit in my eye.
Oh, boo-hoo. The Dolphins suck. Jets by 30.
The Dolphins did sweep the Patriots, and I think they're going to beat the Jets, even though I think they'll come back. It'll be fine. It's a home game.
Sorry, guys.
Aaron
I might not
Rodgers
be able
isn't
to see
gonna play.
now.
He might play. I think I'm going to be at that game. Go Dolphins.
Dolphins are frauds.
His team's going to lose this next game. They're playing the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are like, their mind is in the gutter right now. What is Kadarius Toney doing? Let's see if we can get the highlight for that. That was one of the worst plays I've ever seen. One of the worst, best plays I've ever seen. Kadarius Toney is the downfall of the Kansas City Chiefs.
That was hilarious.
As
I love every moment of that. especially when Patrick Mahomes was crying.
Look at him. Look how he's lined up. He's playing
Josh Allen,
secondary with the Bills right now.
I don't know if anyone heard this, but Josh Allen's college team, Wyoming, I forgot, it was Wyoming Horses or whatever, or Cowboys, sorry. They faced Patrick Mahomes' team, and they beat Patrick Mahomes' college team. And so Josh Allen was like, oh, I'm going to go up to you guys. I'm going to go up to Patrick Mahomes. I have a few words. Patrick Mahomes only says, this is effing bullcrap, the call. Like,
Look at him.
It's crazy. You don't do this. You're
look at him crying.
humiliation.
Taylor Swift can't guide us to wins anymore.
Yeah, no. I mean, they're going to be the Patriots because it's the Patriots, but let's hear your take on this one, Elgin.
So, I mean, if we lose Caleb Williams, so
Exactly.
we're getting Caleb Williams. But the Chiefs, Aw, you guys didn't get handed a win again. Aw, even though I hate the Bills, I hate the Chiefs too. Patrick Mahomes, we got screwed by Patrick Mahomes a couple years ago. That was inbounds. That was a fumble. Trust me, I know what it feels like to be screwed by Kansas City too. I'm gonna take the Chiefs because but if the Pats win, sure, great. Cry, Mahomes. Oh, Taylor Swift can't hand you wins
It
anymore.
could be.
Aw.
Maybe.
This one.
Up next, we have actually a really good game between the Cowboys and the Bills. Right now, I feel like Dak Prescott might be the MVP. I think he might be the lead favorite to take it. I mean, still anything could happen. Brock Purdy's looking pretty good right now, and the Dolphins lost, so I feel like that might take Tyreek out of the race right now. But Dak Prescott is looking really good, and they're taking on the Buffalo Bills. I was going to take Dallas in this game until Chantz, before the show, brought up to me that this game is in Buffalo, in the cold, and Dak doesn't do well in the cold. So I'm actually leaning right now towards Buffalo, which is crazy because I feel like they could come back and if they don't take the division, then we'll at least be in the playoffs. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Bills in a really close game against the Cowboys team that's looking insane right now.
So, as a Bills fan, it's scary facing the Cowboys right now. I have 3 things I have to say. Obviously not Super Bowls. We're going to talk about Super Bowls, but we've owned the Cowboys since Josh Allen's been in the league. That's been one thing. Every Thanksgiving we face them, every regular season we've beat them. Second thing is, Dak Prescott, again, he doesn't look good in the cold. And it's like it's happened in and out. Even though they're blowing teams away, it was running game or soft tosses. Third of all, the Bills need to win this. This isn't we could lose one more. The Cowboys could lose one more, but the Bills can't. They're going to want it more, and I have the Bills pulling out in this one.
Wow, this game I'm really tied up between. I'll be honest with you, I hate the Bills. I'll be honest with you. They've shown some pretty damn good stuff out there. The Cowboys, so have they. But here's the thing. The Cowboys, I think they're frauds. Even though they've had some great wins, but playoff time, they're going to stink up a storm. Bills, you guys are pushing for a playoff spot. You know what? I'm taking the Buffalo Bills. Make it 38-35 in overtime.
Yes, sir.
Boom.
Yes, sir.
Game of the year.
Bills, game of the year.
All I want to say is, did anyone of you guys see that Josh Allen sideline throw?
That was pretty.
That was
How
pretty
did he
good.
make that?
I'm a Pats fan. I hate Buffalo.
How did he make that? I was not.
I'm surprised we actually all picked the Buffalo Bills, which has to be the first time in the history of this show. Coming up next, we have the Ravens. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. We have the Ravens and the Jaguars on Sunday night. Now, this game is a big game for both of our teams watching between Buffalo and Miami. I mean, his team doesn't count; they're eliminated. And we all picked against the Ravens last week.
Yeah.
We all picked the Rams to win, and the Ravens came in clutch in this fourth quarter. Punt return.
It won in overtime.
Beautiful.
It won in overtime, actually.
Yep. Beautiful. But they struggled a lot against the Rams, who are 500. They're taking on the Jaguars, who, yes, they did struggle last week. But I think Trevor Lawrence, not Terrence Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence didn't look great last week. I think health-wise, he wasn't 100%.
Oh, yeah.
And they didn't look that well against Cleveland. But I feel like the Ravens are bound to drop a game soon. Because I know they have Miami coming up, but that game is in Baltimore. I think they'll take that. So those are probably 2 of their toughest games left is between Miami and Jacksonville. And if this game is in Jacksonville, which it is, I'm going to go ahead and take the Jags by an upset. It's going to be close.
This is a tricky game. It really is because the Jags don't look good and the Ravens look good, but they don't look good enough. And they're a team. They're like the Lions, right? This is where they would start losing when the Lions did earlier. You just lose against that weird team that you should beat.
Dolphins.
I hope the Ravens win, only because if the Jags lose, they go to wild card spot, and then I forgot who's second or division, but they move up. They get the Browns, and they have the same record, but the Browns move up. So right now, I kind of want the Jags to lose, but I wouldn't mind either.
Honestly, there's a lot of great games for this week. I'm going to take. Is this game in Duval? Mm-hmm. I'm taking the Jags then. Taking the Jags Duval, because listen, I've been to a Jags game. That stadium, when they play somebody good, that stadium starts getting wild. I'm telling you, I'm taking the Jags in Duval. Actually, last time they played, the Jags pulled off the win. So I'm taking the Jags 28-25.
This is usually a game that we always see in London. Oh, gosh. This is usually a game we always see in London when these
Now this is a prime time game.
Yeah, this is a Sunday nighter. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And then we close out the week on Monday night between the Eagles and the Seahawks. Guys, the Seattle Seahawks started, what were they, 6-3? And now they're 6-7?
Drew Lock.
This is when DK Metcalf got ejected, which good. I like DK Metcalf, but I don't know who he thinks he is. He's walking around just checking people. Look at him. What are you doing, man?
I mean, to be
Your
fair,
team is trash.
Gets a big linebacker like
to
that.
be fair, that is a bit of a cheap shot from Fred Warner.
Hey,
Yeah, but
I know we're talking about how bad the Seahawks are now, but how about the Eagles, man?
that's
Dropped 2
insane.
now?
Yeah, 2 in a row to
Whew.
who was it
They've
before?
played some pretty good competition, unlike the Dolphins. So
I don't know. I forgot who they lost against the 49ers and they
And
lost.
Cowboys.
Yeah,
the Cowboys.
And then they lost earlier in the year to the Jets.
which is crazy.
I'm still going to take Philadelphia here because the Seahawks aren't
They're a
as
mess
good of
right
a
now.
team as the other two. But, yeah, give me Philly by a convincingly 10, 13 points.
See, the thing is, I'm probably going to choose the Eagles. I'm still debating this one because if the Seahawks get a pass rush on Jalen Hurts, I'm going to choose the Seahawks. When Jalen Hurts is pressured, I've seen it with the Bills game. I've seen it with multiple others, even the 49ers. He's like 50%. Like, he can't do anything. He could run, but he can't pass or anything. So, yeah, it's either the Eagles blow him out by 20 or the Seahawks beat him by 3.
I'm going to say what Sonny always says. Go Birds. I'm taking the Eagles against the Seahawks because the Seahawks are a mess right now. Geno Smith looks like old Geno Smith. Geno Smith looks like his jaw's gone again.
Oh, gosh.
I'm taking the Eagles comfortably. And we got some time left, so I have to say something. Once the Patriots zoom in on me. Once the Patriots get Caleb Williams.
Not zooming in.
He did not zoom in.
Zoom in on me. Zoom in on me. Zoom in on me.
Don't.
Thank you. I'm telling you. Once the Patriots get Caleb Williams, Mike Evans, potentially T. Higgins, we are taking our division back. Our division. Stop with the sound effects, guys. Listen, we're going to own you again. We're going to own you again. We're going to own every single team in the AFC East. We're going to be back, baby, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it.
That may have been a worse take.
The Bills are frauds, the Dolphins are frauds, the Jets can't be frauds because they
All right,
suck.
let's actually talk about something interesting. Now, do you think Week 18 is going to matter for us? Bills versus Dolphins.
Absolutely. I think that they're going to flex that game into Sunday Night Football. They have to. That's a huge game.
Yeah.
I think Miami's going to win at least one more heading into that point.
Do you
That'll
think
put
it's
them
going to
at
be the division title, that game?
Let's see. Who do you guys play after Dallas?
The Chargers, we face the Patriots.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's going to be for the division. Of
Yeah,
course,
you
because
think?
we're, 2 games ahead of you guys? I feel like we'll take a win against the Jets, and depending on what you do against what are the dinosaurs coming back?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, depending on how you guys do against Dallas, and I think that'll determine if that game is for the division or not.
Well,
It's
that's
gonna be a good
unfortunate
game.
because I can't wait till we come into Buffalo.
Oh my
and
gosh,
crush
it's not
your
going to happen.
playoff
It's not going to
dreams.
happen.
We've
It's not
already
gonna
done
happen.
it before. We can do it again.
That would be the most Bill Belichick thing ever, though.
That would.
If they
That
come in,
would.
this Patriots team that has nothing to
I
play
wouldn't
for.
I don't know, because it depends. If we win against the Cowboys, I think we're making the playoffs no matter what. We could still lose one.
I don't know.
10 and 7?
Close. AFC is close right now because Denver still has the tiebreaker on you guys.
That's
if
true.
They end with the same
well,
record.
I think I don't see the Browns. I mean, actually, I don't see the Colts or I don't see the Bengals making it. They still have 2 backup guys.
Yeah.
I don't see them finishing out.
Well, guess what? That final game is going to be the battle of the frauds. So, I'm telling you, once next season, the Patriots are going to be back.
That's our cue
The
to leave.
20
Yeah,
We need
20
to
years
stop
is
the
he needs his
delusional.
nap.
Ring 7 on the way,
Nap
baby.
coming.
Ring 7 on the way.
Nap coming.
Ring 7 on the way.
That's
nap
how
is coming.
That's how he's gonna have to take a nap after this
Ring
one.
7
This
is on
one
the way, people.
All
What
right.
did you-
Ring
wait,
7,
what's your
baby.
Super Bowl prediction?
Ring
Real quick.
7.
Super Bowl prediction? Give me San Francisco. Give me, I don't know who's making it out of the AFC. It's ugly right now. Give me San Francisco and I don't want to say this, but give me the Bills. They just might.
San
They just
Francisco
might.
Buffalo, baby. Biggest comeback in NFL history. Josh Allen's winning MVP.
You know what? You don't screw
Josh
it.
Allen's not winning MVP.
You don't screw it. Give me San Fran and the Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens. That might be a fun game though. That might be it. You know, I wouldn't be surprised.
Did you see that they changed the logo though? The Super Bowl logo.
Why really?
Yeah, no,
Oh, we got to.
Yeah, they
What
changed it to
colors?
blue now. It's blue and red.
Well,
Or like a
because
blue and like.
It
like,
won't matter because the Patriots after this
Oh.
draft.
All right.
We're
He's
back.
talking about this.
We gotta go,
This team
guys.
is
We're
gonna-
back.
he's
That was
shaking the
great.
table. Thank you guys so
We're
much
See you
for
guys
joining
later.
us.
We're back.
See you guys next
We're
week.
gonna be back
on our
next
Week
year.
16 picks.
It was good seeing
No,
you.
let's
I'm
back,
Richie.
baby.
Chantz, Elgin. We'll see you
New
next
England
time.
is back.
Sorry, he doesn't shut up.
Woo!